Gita chapter 3, verse 16. Sri Krishna continue with his wise word. Said Arjuna, O Parth, in this world, one who does not imitate this cycle of sacrifice certainly leads a life full of sin. He is living for the happiness of his senses. Such a person lives in vain, no use of his life. Gita chapter 3, verse 17. But the man who delight is in the self alone, who is content in the self, who rejoices only in the self, for him verily there exists no more work that needs to be done. Gita chapter 3, verse 18. Similarly, in this world, he has no interest whatever to gain for the action that he has done, and none to be gained by the action that he has not done. There is not any living creature on whom he need not to rely for any purpose. Gita chapter 3, verse 19. Therefore, O Parth, remaining unattached, always do the action worthy of performance, engaging in actions truly unattached. Man attend to the Supreme God. When your attachment is no more with the results, that's the deeds done by you, then you definitely reach the spiritual being. Gita chapter 3, verse 20. Lord Sri Krishna says, world renowned king Janak and others attains perfection verily by actions only. Moreover, with a view to the welfare of the world, you should perform action only, and that action should be come from the purity of your heart or soul. Gita chapter 3, verse 21. Whatever a great man does, the same action is imitated by others. The example set by the great man or the standard he set according to mortality, the world follows the same. Gita chapter 3, verse 22. O Parth, in these three words, there is nothing that has to be done by me. There is nothing unattained that should be attained by me. Yet I engage myself in actions and always do actions that are to be done. Here, Sri Krishna clearly says that being a God, he has to do the actions all the time, and he is attainable to everything that is happening in this earth, but still he is in action mode all the time. Gita chapter 3, verse 23. O Parth, in case definitely if I do not engage myself in work without being lazy and sleeplessness, certainly all men should follow my path. This is wonderful explanation by the Lord Krishna, that a person who has got the supremacy in all the way is also doing the actions all the time, because if he sit ideally, everybody should follow him as an ideal one, and this world is going to stop itself like anything. Gita chapter 3, verse 24. Shri Krishna said, if I did not engage in actions, this world would perish, and I would be the cause of confusion and disorder life and of the destructions of these peoples. So action is required to everybody, either the human beings or the Almighty, all the time, and that should be our focus area all the time, to be in a positive mode, to work and be actionable. Gita chapter 3, verse 25. Shri Krishna says, O Bharat, As the unwise ignorant man act out of their attachment to action, so should the wise act, but without any attachment, desiring the welfare of the world. This is so wonderfully explained by the Shri Krishna that action is everything. We should do our deeds all the times. Even the Almighty has to complete those tasks all the time. Here, one thing I like to add that all human beings living basically on the senses, and if you control your senses and you work on your mind, and then you have to control your mind and to work on the intellect, and then you have to control your intellect and totally surrender to the soul, that is Atma, then you will be in a position to get your Atma, your soul, to that Paramatma, that is all the Almighty. So first human being should control his senses, then his mind, then his intellect, and then surrender to the soul, that is Atma, and you will definitely going to come closer with the Paramatma, or going to attain the Paramatma.